Hundreds of people braved the chilly temperatures this morning to help those who can't afford to keep their homes warm this winter.
We'll likely track a little bit of a wintry mix during the overnight hours before plain old rain rolls into the area. We'll have the latest forecast for you.
When he was struggling to get the money out, he threw the gun on the counter, and I grabbed the gun and I pointed toward both of them, and I told him, I'm going to shoot you if you don't leave.
A Lexington woman is talking about the events that unfolded when she decided to fight back against an armed robber here at her family's business.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT News at 6.
A clerk is talking to us about fighting off a robber. Thanks for staying on WKYT. I'm Kristen Kennedy. Two men walked into the tobacco zone on North Broadway in Lexington last night. Police say they tried to rob the owners. We have some impressive surveillance video to show you. You can see in it when one of the men sets their gun down, the clerk grabs it and points it at them. Hillary Thornton talked to that brave woman. She has our top story.
They had just locked the front door like they say they do each day when it starts getting dark outside because of recent robberies.
And one of the customers decided to walk out, and he unlocked the door and left. And meanwhile, one of the robbers came up with a hood, and he was walking towards the office. And the second guy that was with him, he started ushering everybody out of the store.
The 21-year-old clerk says that is when the robber, armed with a gun, told her to come around to the register and demanded cash.
When he was struggling to get the money out, he threw the gun on the counter, and I grabbed the gun and I pointed toward both of them, and I told him, I'm going to shoot you if you don't leave. And the second guy, he just took off running.
The clerk says she did not hesitate when a struggle between the two broke out as she was standing up for the business owned by her family.
We work 12 to 15 hours a day, and for them it's quick money, whereas we're working hard. My mom's working here all day, and I don't think it's fair.
During the struggle, she says she fired one shot at his shoulder and then was able to pull off his mask.
And it turned out somebody's been here before, and I asked him, why are you doing this? And he was like, if you let me go, I'll just go. And I said, don't touch the money when you're leaving.
That is when another brief struggle broke out. And now, while looking at the bullet marks left in the carpet, it is an act that her mom and the business owner says made her both proud and terrified because she knows it could have ended much differently.
Stuff that happens around here, like, I'm not scared anymore. Like, nothing scares me. I'm just used of it, yeah. These people don't know respect. They don't give respect. Start giving, like, stricter punishments. I think robbers would have, like, a lesson to them that if they try anything.
In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
That is a brave clerk. We're told that she does have some scratches and bruises, but is expected to be okay. She says the two men did not get away with any cash. A warm-up in temperatures is heading our way, but before you break out the shorts and T-shirts, hang on to your coats a little longer. Meteorologist Jim Caldwell says we've got a wintry mix to deal with tomorrow. How bad's it going to get, Jim?
It shouldn't be a major deal that's going to shut us down like we have seen with some of the more active wintry systems that we've had pass through the area, but it just goes to show you what we're going to go through here over the next couple of days. Wintry mix, warm weather. Wintry mix, warm weather. It's all back and forth here. It is going to be a lot of fun. There you go. There's Defender tracking snow off to our west and to our northwest. Cloud cover has been abundant out there for most of us throughout the entire day today. You did see a few little breaks in the clouds with some sunshine, but it was hard to get through some of those. We're at 33 degrees right now in Lexington. How about 36 in Richmond? Even warmer just down the road into London, coming in at 40 degrees. So you go anywhere along I-75 and notice you're Covington 28, 33, 36, 40. We've got it all covered with 20s, 30s. Here's what to expect as we head into the overnight. Moisture will continue to increase from west to east with that wintry mix possible, if I can spit that out. Wintry mix will start to lift toward the north as we head into the morning hours, right around sunrise. Chilly rain showers. And then we go through Sunday night into Monday morning. Rain makes another transition over to snow, and we start dealing with that again. I'll track that for you hour by hour coming up in just a few minutes, Kristen.
Jim, two people are recovering tonight after a wreck this morning in Lexington. Around 11:30, police say one driver was turning off New Circle Road and onto Old Frankfort Pike when he hit another driver head-on. Emergency crews took both to UK Hospital, and police say they both have non-life-threatening injuries. Deputies in Laurel County are trying to figure out who crashed into a fire station Yesterday morning, just after 1, deputies say a driver was circling the Lilly Fire Department near London, then rammed into one of the doors and took off. Deputies say they caused extensive damage to the building. Also in Laurel County, deputies are asking for your help tracking down a man accused of selling meth. Deputies are looking for 37-year-old Robert McFadden. They say he used an underage girl for drug trafficking. McFadden is also wanted for importing and distributing meth. Deputies say he goes by the name Turtle. He's 5'10", 185 pounds with brown eyes and balding hair. The sheriff's office is offering a $500 reward for anyone with information that leads to an arrest. People in Floyd County are remembering a somber anniversary tonight. 57 years ago today marks the worst school bus wreck in U.S. history. That's when a Floyd County school bus crashed, killing 26 students and the bus driver. 22 students survive. The crash happened a few miles outside of Prestonsburg. The driver was going around a curve, trying to avoid hitting a tow truck, and went over an embankment into the Big Sandy River. Rescuers worked for days trying to find the bus and bodies. 57 years later, people are still gathering to honor those involved.
The fact that it happened today, this is an anniversary, I can only imagine what was going on 57 years ago at this time, the day the county stopped.
The annual memorial event raises funds for the Floyd County Rescue Squad. A Lincoln County family will have to find a new place to live after a fire destroyed their home this morning. The fire started just before midnight at a house on Highway 198 in Huntonville near McKinney Elementary School. Dispatchers say no one was injured, and crews are still trying to figure out what started the fire. They walk for warmth. This morning, 300 people braved the frigid temperatures and marched in downtown Lexington in a show of support for those who can't afford to keep warm. Mike Linden talked with marchers raising money for a good cause.
More than 300 people braved the single-digit wind chill temperatures this morning in Lexington for the 7th annual Walk for Warmth. They're walking 2 miles throughout downtown Lexington to raise awareness for families who struggle to warm their homes during the winter.
It is held in the cold because it signifies the fact that the people that we're hoping would be out in the cold if they weren't getting the assistance that this walk provides.
Proceeds from the walk go to the Lexington Rescue Mission's Homeless Prevention Program. The program helps give people financial assistance that are on the brink of homelessness.
Richardson says that for every 3 people that register to walk, that those fees can go toward keeping a family warm for an entire month.
Last year, the Walk for Warmth helped more than 150 Lexington families with their utility bills and rent.
If somebody can't pay their utility bill, especially in the winter, it's going to be cut off, and then they're living without heat, which wouldn't be as cold as it is outside, but it's still cold.
Clemens says all of the registration fees for the walk go directly toward helping Kentucky families. In Lexington, Mike Linden, WKYT.
Sign-ups for anyone who needs assistance start Tuesday. Still, if you're thinking about remodeling or building a new home, take your questions to the Kentucky Horse Park this weekend. The park is hosting a new home and remodeling marketplace. Members of the Home Builders Association of Lexington will be on hand to help with projects.
We've got everything from outdoor scapes, anything that you want to do in an outdoor area in your house, a patio or a porch, to new home builders, to remodelers, to if you need to replace your windows. We've got window replacement companies here, big and small. We've got paint companies, decorating companies, just about every aspect of home improvement.
The show runs from 11 to 4 tomorrow at the Kentucky Horse Park.